guys, so let's get started. Basically, I just want to go through my blush collection really quick. Recently, I was asked to do a makeup collection video, and so you guys have already seen my updated makeup storage, and instead of just doing an entire long video about makeup collection, I thought I'd break it down. So usually my Let's Talk videos have been showing my favorite products, but from now on I'm going to include a brief glimpse at everything to fulfill that request, but just basically kind of space it out instead of bombarding you all with a 30-minute collection video. So first I have my Fash Cosmetics double stack, and underneath that is where it has 10 blushes. Very pretty. Mattes, satins, all that good stuff. A lot of good highlights in there. A lot of good Pow Bam cheek colors and all that good stuff. Another palette that has blush in it is my 26 Shadow Blush palette. All of these blushes came in the palette except for this. This is actually the e.l.f. Cheek Baked Blush, I believe. And so my blush that was in there broke, and that one broke, so I kind of put it in there. And if you need to know how to fix a broken blush or eyeshadow, then check below. I'll have a link to someone else's video because it's not hard, or eHow link on how to do it. It's not hard at all. Okay, the next palette I own that has blush in it is my Jenny Riviera palette. So these actually have a lot of beautiful blushes for that is mocha friendly, if that makes any sense. So women of color can definitely look great with these blushes, but they are very small. But who runs out of blush, really? Like, how often do you really run out of blush? Come on now. And last but not least, a palette that also has blush in it. This is my Eyes What's Face 85 Complete the Look palette. Down here it has several blushes and bronzers. So those are the things that were in my bottom drawer, my makeup storage video. In addition to that, I'm going to show you the rest of my blush collection and some of my faves. So one of my recent blush additions is the BH Cosmetics Duo Blush palette. And that's this right here. And it comes with a lighter tone and a darker tone, kind of like a highlight and a blush for each shade. So I really like it. There's been a lot of mixed reviews on it, but I really like it. If you want a separate review, then comment below. Now, something I would recommend for beginners, kind of hitting on my 101 series, is this right here. And this is actually the 28 blush palette. You can get these on eBay. I believe Sedona Lace had one, but you can get these things on eBay for like $5. I believe I paid less than $5 with free shipping. And I call it the 28 Smiles blush palette, but yeah, beautiful colors, and you can use them as eyeshadows, and it actually gives you the same finishes, the matte, the shimmer, satin. All those finishes are in this palette. So this is definitely a good purchase if you're a beginner, or if you're a professional. It'd be good to go in your kit. Something that you guys are used to seeing over and over again is the 10 color blush palettes that are being offered to you via BH Cosmetics, Coastal Scents, things of that nature. And I actually have one of them, and that, to me, it looks just like my Fash Cosmetics 10 color blush. So that's what that reminds me of. But something similar would actually be these two palettes I purchased from eBay. I call this one my Heart and Hugs blush palette. Of course, you know, I stickered it myself. But basically, it comes with 10 raised blushes rather than the regular flat ones. And it's going to give you some lights all the way to these nice vibrant oranges and corals. This camera is not doing it any justice. I'm trying to tilt it so you can kind of see. In addition to that, here's one that's sort of similar, but the finishes on these blushes are different. And it comes with the paler colors and a nice mix. So it has like a red in there and some corals and some pinks, and all of that's in there. And to finish off my blush collection, when you saw my makeup storage video, this is my container that has the remainder of my blushes in it. Again, I had recorded that video and I decided to go ahead and redo it, because I had redid it already, but I decided to redo it because I just got rid of a lot of old makeup, and I gave away some stuff that I was never going to use anymore ever. So people were really happy at Christmas, okay? Really happy. So I have several Milani blushes. They're all my favorite. I really like the texture of Milani's blushes. I think they're velvety. I think they melt. As soon as you touch them, they're really smooth. Not as in they will break, but they're just really smooth when they go on. So this is Dolce Pink, one of my favorite. I know you guys have already seen these, but I pretty much own most of them. Terrasol, I believe Terrasol is the one that you can only get from Milani on their website. So if you ever catch it where they have a free shipping, then definitely get your hands on Terrasol. It's a matte blush, and I really like it. However, if you do not have Terrasol, a good dupe for Terrasol would be CoverGirl's, and I actually have it in here in my blush palette. CoverGirl's Sierra Sands. So CoverGirl Sierra Sands blush is in my blush palette, and it is a perfect dupe for the Terrasol by Milani. They look exactly alike. I have Fantastico Mauve. I think that's a really pretty purple blush. Bellissimo Bronze. That is nice as a highlight or as a blush. And then, of course, Luminoso. You know, guys, I won this in the Milani giveaway. I actually also gifted this at Christmas time. I really like it. One of my favorites. And then one of my favorite red blushes, Red Vino. But who says that all of your blushes have to be fancy, schmancy, expensive, high-end, and all that good stuff blushes? They don't. You buy what you like, guys. You know I always say that. So I was in the dollar store and saw this cute little blush. It's called Blushing Pink by LA Colors, and I think the packaging on that is too cute. Really cute. And I was actually going to break it down and put it on in my blush palette, but I didn't have room. But yeah, I think LA Colors is trying to step their game up, but without stepping up their price, if that makes sense. So this is a better quality for $2. I don't mind that. I have several e.l.f. blushes, but one of my faves I will show you is Rich Rose. The other ones I use as highlight. The baked blushes I use as highlights. I have all of the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Powders. So this is Spotlight Peach and Catwalk. I have all of them. I'm not going to get into that, but I do have a drugstore faves video coming up, so you'll get to see more about those. Now, another thing that I use for blush every once in a while. No, you guys are probably like, that is not a blush. I just recently got a new one because I ran out of the old one. This is also good as a nice, creamy, velvety, deep burgundy contour. So you can kind of dab this in and mix it with the brown, and it will look so good as a contour. But that's actually the color Marooned. And I use this as a blush, and I also use it as a contour sometimes, and it looks really good on Mocha Girls. Really good. Last but not least, in my blush collection are the e.l.f. HD blushes. You guys have seen these already, and I have all of them. And actually today, I am wearing Encore on my lips and on my cheeks. So I actually like these. There's been, see, look at that. Bam, Encore. And on my lips. Now, I have seen several mixed reviews about these, but I don't have an issue with them. You know, as long as you shake them up really good, less is more. You barely tap that pump. You won't get excess product. And I mean, you'll never, ever run out of these. Like, you won't have to get rid of them because they're going to be sanitary because you're not dipping in that in the pan. But seriously, I really like them. So just give them a good shake. They work just fine, guys, even when they start to. So that's all I have for you guys in my Let's Talk Blush video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.